At you live from the Free Play Away Games Studios with my friend Mike and soon to be my friend Damien, among many others. We might have a KP visit. We're going to have all kinds of guests on this truncated and a little bit late starting edition of Mike B News and Nerd Side of the Ring, our wrestling podcast. But first, let me tell you that all free plays are open if you'd like to help us in our cause. There's no need to send tips and donations, though you can. All you got to do is go out to Free Play and play games. That would help us so much. That's what we want. Come help us keep the community alive, keep the arcade alive, and get us all through to the next part of whatever madness reality has for us. But we've survived this far with your help, and we will continue to if you want to come out and play games with us. 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. All locations. Free Play Fort Worth, Free Play Arlington, Free Play Richardson. As far as events tonight, we have Journey to Journeyman, our Street Fighter EX2 celebration at Free Play Richardson. That'll be the Journeyman himself, Josh Rylander, helming that one in a Versus City, playing a game with the biggest Sagat marquee I have ever seen, Mike. Like, seriously, he's half the machine.
Yeah.
Maybe more than half the machine. You know what? Definitely more than half the machine. It's like over his shoulder, looking down upon lowly, scrawny, destined to defeat him time and time again, Ryu.
Huh.
I won't be there. I will be at Free Play Fort Worth, heading out there. Have you heard why I'm heading out there specifically on Thursday, Mike?
They have a rooftop patio.
They do have a rooftop patio. I may, stress the may, have accidentally stolen their Versus City keys.
Oops.
Maybe. Perhaps.
Oops.
So I got to return those and play some games with all the Fort Worth patrons. So I'll see you there, Hester. Belk's coming out. So if you want to learn some Street Fighter up at Free Play Fort Worth or any other game, Killer Queen, whatever it is, I will see you there tonight. Yeah, that's all the formatics I can think of.
Tiger.
Thank you for the cheer, Tiger Lily. Oh, there. Yep. There. This one's just for Tiger Lily. Deck the halls with my Baby Yoda shirt. All right, so are we doing news, or I don't hear Damien, so is it straight to the news?
We could do a little news, and then when Damien jumps on, we'll just segue into the nerd side of the ring.
All right, there you go. Got one of these right here. Let's see. I believe I have 8-Bit Rush on standby, and we're done. Damien's here.
I do have a couple of local news for you.
Oh, but okay. I got to introduce you first, right?
Yes.
Joining us now from high atop Mount Beltran to palatial Beltran Estates comes the one man we could trust for outdated news that barely mentions arcade gaming. It's the Overlord of Oak Cliff, the desktop of Foot Locker, the swole Latino dude of Free Play, and our favorite celebrity DJ, Michael Beltran. There you go.
I'm doing swimmingly today. Oh, man. Okay, so a little backstory as to why we started just a little bit late today. I did have a work meeting at 11, right? Mm-hmm. But then that bumped my normal 11 a.m. haircut.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, that bumped my normal 11 a.m. appointment for my haircut to 12. So I had my haircut done at 12. And I found out that as I was walking up, the illegal gambling spot next door to my barbershop is now closed.
Oh, no. COVID got another one.
No, they got raided. They got raided. Finally, after about 2-3 year operation, they finally got raided.
Did you or did you not get the CRTs?
Huh?
The CRTs. Did you get them?
Oh, man. You know what? I tried to get... Okay, this is a true story. They had a CRT removed from some machine, like about 3 years, maybe 3 years ago.
Maybe a 29-inch tri-sync monitor.
No, it wasn't that. It was probably a 25-incher. And it was sitting in front of the door, like it was totally It was taken out of the machine and sitting there. I was like, what the hell is this doing here? And I started looking at it, and I got my haircut and stuff. I was like, man, what's up? And I told my barber, I said, what's up with that CRT out there? He's like, I don't know. It's next door, whatever.
Wait, hold on. Back up a little bit.
Yes.
How long does your haircut take, Mike?
Good question.
Yeah, about 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Yeah.
Damn.
I just
Is
go
that
to a
before or
barber
after
shop.
prep?
Oh no, I don't know. No, those are those high-end salons that you go to. I don't do all that.
Even though we barely see Mike's hair ever at Free Play.
Exactly. I don't even know if he even has like a top of the head. Maybe it's just like the bottomless pit, like the Looney Tunes cartoons.
Nice.
It's like another dimension.
You're my only friend that's been backstage at a salon though, Mike. So.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't that kind of salon. It's a North. I don't go to a salon.
Yeah.
It was
Sorry.
a different kind of salon.
All right, well,
Yeah,
we're
this
gonna
is
go ahead and
barbershop.
postpone the Arthur Blank call in
Yeah.
till next time then.
What kind
no.
of salon? Kind of
Robert
salon that's
Kraft?
only legal
Robert
in the
Kraft, there we go.
boonies.
Arthur Robert Kraft.
Yeah, no. I go to a barber shop. It's at times it's almost like the scene from Coming to America at times. But anyways,
The part
so
where you're really rich.
I started looking at the CRT and I started taking pictures of it.
Mhm.
And I sent it to one Corey Hyden. I said, "Hey man, you want this?" It's just sitting out here,
Wow.
and he was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever."
Uh-huh.
And right when I was got to pick it up, out walks
They
the
see you casing the joint. They send out their
Yeah.
bouncer.
yeah, out walks the guy running the shop next door. I said, "Man, what are you doing?" I said, "Man, I'm gonna take this. It's just sitting out here." I said, "Oh no, you can't take that." I said, "Whatever, man. I know what's going on in there. you know." It's like, "Man, you can't take it, man." I said, "All right, dude. Whatever, man." So then I messaged Corey and said, "Yeah, I guess they're still using it, even though it's out here." And I go, "So yeah, but yeah, they're gone now." So
A rare story of Mike B being reminded that he's just a civilian.
yeah. Well, no, I mean I'm still around and they're not. So
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
There you go.
Guess who
So
called?
are you the one that called the cops, Mike?
Uh-huh.
because
He's gonna free up that CRT somehow.
Wait a minute.
Yep.
I wasn't the one because
Just
You know,
saying. There's a shiny new 25-inch CRT at Mount Beltran right
Back
now.
for a CRT.
Yeah.
Wait, Mike.
I didn't call him in because I did have one favorite slot machine in there that I did get a couple bucks out of one time.
Mhm.
Anyways,
The low tiger
The-
slots.
but they had I do know that they were up to date on all their bookies and stuff like that. So
How do you know so much about this place?
I went in it. That's why I was
been
a
a
patron
patron.
as well.
I mean,
yeah.
I've been inside of a McDonald's. I don't know all about it.
That's different than an illegal gambling ring, sir.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, this
we
is a
can
legal
keep-
gambling ring.
We can keep going down this road if you want.
That's where he puts all of his
Nah,
money
it's
on
just-
Sunday.
Rather
That's
stop
not-
here. You know,
No.
But
nah,
no,
I
that-
don't want to see Mike be in jail again.
Yeah.
that wasn't me.
Yeah.
I'm not the one in jail. They are.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't
You
get
must pay
raided.
them. You must pay them really well for them to take a fall like that.
Oh man. Oh, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Here
There's a
goes the
ring
phone
at the
call.
door. A loud
go.
knocking.
No.
Follow up.
No. I had my water right here.
Okay.
But,
Okay. Good.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Yeah. So no more illegal gambling spot. That's unfortunate. Rest in
Yeah.
peace to
Yeah.
the
like
slot
Chris
machines
said,
that
like
were
Chris,
taken out
like,
of there.
Like Chris said, COVID takes another local business.
Yep.
It
Sad,
did.
Sad times.
sad
It
day.
did, man.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Sad
that was
time.
the sting operation name right there.
Mhm.
Ooh. But yeah, man, that's the local news update there. And then
Local news.
yeah, that's your local news update right there.
Mhm.
But I got a couple birthdays here. We can just run through real quick.
All right. Listen.
Let's see here. Today's got the birthday of, let's see, Raven Simone, 35.
What?
Hmm.
Yeah,
It's pretty young.
Damn.
I know. 35.
Oh, Mike.
Yeah, right. Also, actress Kiki Lane turns 29. She is set to appear in Coming to America 2. So,
There's a
thanks.
two.
You doing a cameo
Yeah.
as well, Mike?
I cannot wait for that movie to come out. Damn it. Let's see here. Also, drummer Walter Clyde Orange of the Commodores 74 country singer Johnny Rodriguez is 69.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Let's see. Actor Nia Peebles, 59.
What? Oh my God, Nia Peebles
was-
is 59.
What was her
Yeah.
dancing? The dance machine or something like that?
Ah,
I'll look it up.
yeah.
I
something
know
like
her from like the movies, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
that. Rapper Kuniva of
Yes.
D12 is 45.
Niva.
Yes. Thank you.
The Party Machine
Welcome.
with Nia Peoples. That's what I'm thinking of.
Oh, that's
She
what it was.
still
Yes.
looks amazing.
Man, yeah, she does.
59.
Yeah,
Yowza.
Man, I'm telling you. And then today would have been the birthday of actor Michael Clark Duncan. Let's see here. Also,
Kingpin.
Yep, Kingpin.
yeah, many things. Also, I thought I had another one here.
I have
man.
one, Mike.
Oh, what do you got?
I have a very interesting, very pertinent to Mike D birthday.
Oh, here we go.
So
Cool.
today is also the birthday of one wrestler, Essa Rios,
Oh,
of
hey,
WWF fame. But
man.
the reason this is pertinent, I mean, happy birthday to him. The reason it's pertinent is because during Mike B's very brief stint in TNA, he did wrestle Essa Rios under the name Papi Chulo. Of course, you know, he
So stupid.
in a losing effort to Mike B because he was being courted at the time, working
Uh-huh.
without a contract. You know how he does.
Yeah,
I thought Mike was super callow.
super callow.
Was he?
No.
I know he went through a bunch of names.
I was the other Juventud. I was the other Hoovy Juice. That was the other one.
Shout outs to Hoovy. I've met
Yeah.
him many times.
I'm sure you have.
Juicy Juice.
Juice
Yeah.
is loose.
Also, Chris, happy birthday to former Dallas Maverick great Mark Aguirre.
Mm.
That's right, man.
Can you sing the commercial?
Instant offense. Mark
Man, I'd have to. I can't remember the commercial right now.
That's all right.
But
Hey,
also,
Mike, do
yeah,
you want to pay respects to JJ Barea's career right now? Do you want to take a
Man,
couple minutes for that?
just before we went on, dude, I posted a video of him giving his exit
I saw
interview, and oh my god,
You made another
Oh
one
my
cry,
God, my
Mike.
feelings.
What are you doing?
oh my god, I didn't want to shed a tear before we got on, but I'm glad we got on, so I didn't shed any more tears than I already did. But alas, shout outs to JJ Barea being released from the Dallas Mavericks, who signed a contract last week, Chris, for the veterans minimum of $2.9 million.
And then you released him anyway.
So he
That
can
was-
get that last contract.
So he can get that last contract, Chris, because that's how good the Mavericks take care of their players.
Mhm.
That mean a lot to the city. So yes, this was all a big scheme, if you will. Sign a contract, we're going to release you so you can get this one last 2.9 million.
You hear
check
that,
from
Luca?
us.
They don't do that in Los Angeles.
They sure don't.
Mhm.
They sure don't.
They
Couple
don't have
anniversaries-
Mike B in Los Angeles unless they want to hire Mike B, whose rates
before
are
Mike-
reasonable. Los Angeles
Jeez.
Lakers, if you
Uh-huh.
want him as a fan, and do contact us through his people, and we can maybe work that out as a precursor.
That will never happen. Although, what did happen on this date in 1982, Chris,
Mhm.
Airplane 2, the sequel, was released. Also released on this date in 1982.
Not recognized.
Yeah, I know, right? Dang. Well,
You know,
the
you know,
first
you
one
know.
is
There's
what's out.
those are spoof. You know, those are spoof movies of specific movies. Have you ever seen the originals?
I haven't actually.
There's a string of movies called airport movies.
Oh
Nice.
no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're like
You-
bad disaster movies
I want to see this.
based on airplanes.
I want to see this.
And there were tons of them too. So having sequels to Airplane did make sense if your parents tortured you by making you watch airport movies
Nice.
beforehand. Yeah.
Also
Insane.
releasing on this date in 1982, a movie that frustrated me but somehow was supposed to be funny. The Toy, starring Richard Pryor and Jackie Gleason. And the
Never
reason
seen
why
it.
it frustrated me because it was about
'Cause
a
there's no
spoiled
bandit?
rich kid. Well, yeah, there was no bandit, there was no Superman.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was confused, and then the little boy frustrated the hell out of me because he acted like a spoiled little brat. So it's like it was all the weird things at the wrong time for me.
I have a birthday, Mike.
Oh, what do you got?
Well, in the community today, we have celebrating her 24th. Let's make it 23rd birthday. One of the original members of the Free Play Arcade community group, Jamie. I made 55 of my friends the original 55 members. So, and odd number, yeah, just happened to be. Also celebrating a birthday today, it is Austin Wallace, Third Strike player out in Arlington Way. Hopefully I can see him this weekend. I'll be out in Arlington Friday, tomorrow. There, Jesse, hint, hint. Austin, happy birthday. Also, pinball champion Brennan Steele celebrating a birthday today.
Oh, hey. That's the golden boy of Free Play right there.
Yes, Brennan Steele. He's won championships. I don't know if he ever won one in Denton. He may have won Tuesday Night Fights in Denton. If he did, that's probably all of them that he's won a championship in. So, back to you, Mike.
That will do it for me here. I know we got to keep this thing moving along, so Damien, feel free to...
Before we go to any next segment, I just want to know real quick, like, Chris, please tell me, do we have a word of the day for Mike B?
Thank you. I was going to say that, Jesse. Thank you very much.
At some point, if not, I can find one in Spanish.
Let's get the Spanish word of the day for Mike B.
This will be fun.
I'll need Ian to help me with the picture of Gory to make it.
Oh, dude, what should I put? Any suggestions?
I wouldn't tell you, and then he's gonna know how to pronounce it.
He's not gonna know. We'll just type. I don't know. Whisper it. He can't hear that well. Oh man.
Stupid.
Sorry for the dead air, folks. We're trying to find a good word of the day in Spanish for Mike B to mispronounce.
He can't pronounce it any worse than the English one. So
the Spanish word is.
You know what? I'm gonna give him a super easy one. All right, here.
Yeah, it's what I think of Jesse. Puto.
Oh, whoa.
Where's the dump button?
It is not 9 p.m.
I don't care. I don't care.
Glad we're only on Twitch.
How do I do this? Here, I'm gonna message it to Mr. Chris.
Actually, that's also a Filipino dessert cake.
You know,
and it's
Damien,
true because
Mike B knows an awful lot about the Philippines.
No, I've thought about this
weird.
for a while now. Why does Mike know so much about the Philippines?
Why are there a whole clan of Beltrans in the Philippines?
There is not a whole clan over there, but the reason why I know about this new cake is because Calvin sent me a picture.
Is not Filipino.
He is not, but he was at a store shopping earlier this week.
With your son.
And he sent me a Snapchat of
your son.
Filipino cake mix, and it's called Puto. And his
Filipino
caption
steamed rice cakes.
And his caption was La tuya way.
So for those who are curious,
my
puto are
God.
Filipino steamed rice cakes traditionally made from slightly fermented rice dough. It's eaten as an accompaniment as a number of savory dishes. It's an umbrella term for various kinds of indigenous steamed cake, including those made without rice. Interesting.
Right.
Chris, I sent you the word along with the definition or what it is.
I'm not gonna lie, I just saw a phrase say buttered puto, and that just made me laugh. I don't know why.
Where did you send it?
I just sent it to you through like Discord message.
Discord.
This is all your nerd side of the ring where we talk wrestling, folks, right here.
Hey, that's coming. It's coming. This is part of it. This is part
He
of
always
it.
seeds the time.
This is part of it.
Yeah.
Word of the day always gets its shine at the first couple of minutes of Nerdside.
Wrestling is a variety show. All right, get that through your head.
There you go, Mike.
I want some Filipino food. Thanks, Mike.
Well, there is that. Up there in Plano, there's some new spot that's like kind of the thing.
Another illegal gambling den. Come on now.
Mike didn't sound enthusiastic about that. He was like, at some spot, whatever.
Well, it's not his
somewhere in
preferred
there.
Oak Cliff gambling den.
Yeah.
It's somewhere there, Damien. You got to look for it.
Oh yeah, the city of Osaka.
Japan?
All right.
Yes.
Shout outs to you,
Osaka,
Odo-chan.
Yeah, shout outs to Odo-chan.
Osaka, Japan. It's a city in Mexico.
Thank you, Mike.
Oh, God.
Okay. Well, that helped me a lot, and now I know so
Yeah,
much about where Osaka Carlos is from.
Osaka.
Osaka Carlos. Dude, I gave him a Mexican word and he shouts out Odo-chan.
Yeah,
What's
exactly.
going on? What the fuck? Oh no.
We've lost him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. Oh man. Oh, that freaking killed me.
Ye-
Oh, jeez.
I can never tell if you're trolling or you're like legit trying to say the word.
You have to assume that he's always trolling.
I know, but like at what point?
It's safe to
I don't
assume
know
that
about
because it's about 50-50.
It's one of Mike. This is Mike B's best option select he's ever done.
Like
Yes.
like you can
It's
place
all an
a
act.
bet. You can place a bet to see if I really am or not, and it's 50-50 because sometimes I know how to say the word and I say it incorrectly on purpose, or other times like, man, I don't know what the hell this is,
Uh-huh.
and I'm just gonna wing it, and I want to read those letters as it's supposed to be read.
He's always
And
working.
Yeah, instead of how it's lettered incorrectly because somebody wanted to sound more intelligent than they really were.
It's like saying AEW as opposed to AEW.
AEW.
AE Oh my god!
Ring of BC Dub.
Whoa! Hold on. We got some breaking news there in the chat. Hey,
Oh, breaking
Uh-oh.
news. A
Yeah.
trip on Saturday?
A trip to where now?
Yeah.
A trip to Osaka.
Yeah, you going to Osaka, Mexico?
Tabulating my
Oh my god, that hurt me so bad.
schedule here.
Osaka, Japan, a city in Mexico.
Whatever works, man.
Damien. Now you know Mike B's humor.
Yeah.
A little place called Aspen.
I hate you, Mike.
That's where I'm going. That's where he's going. Right there. A little place called Aspen. Oh my god. Oh. So, do you guys like wrestling?
Said like every creepy drug dealer ever. So,
Yeah.
you guys like wrestling?
You guys like
kids-
wrestling?
You kids
Like
like
Steve
wrestling?
Buscemi's character.
Yeah.
Hello, young kids. Have you watched the Wrestles today?
Man. Man. Oh man.
I'm not a fan of wrestling. I'm a fan of sports entertainment.
Slow
You
down.
lose me there.
Slow down. Easy. Let's tap those brakes real quick.
I'm
It's
a sports
wrestling.
entertainment fan.
There's a lot to talk about in the Wrestles the last couple
Yeah.
of weeks since we've been on. And I think, let's not bury the lead here and say, hey, Kenny Omega, the cleaner, he is back. He is the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, and he pulled double duty this week, being on both Impact Wrestling as well as on AEW Wrestling, essentially delivering the same promo, just on two different shows. There's some nuances going on here that sent the wrestling world into a tailspin. All this talk about mergers and Wrestling Avengers Assemble and things of that nature. I saw the meme where apparently Okada has his own promotion now, which is hilarious because that's not true, but I digress. So, Jesse, since you haven't been on for a while, and I know you are our resident AEW aficionado,
Really?
what are your thoughts on the cleaner doing double duty this week?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep it quick. Like, first of all, I'm a Kenny mark. I'll just admit it. I think he's awesome. I think he has a lot of, believe it or not, untapped potential. Like, I think I don't think he's reached his like super peak yet, but I think sometime in the next like couple of years, I think we might see that, and then we might see like, I think we're going to see like him really kind of doing whatever he wants to do. If you notice now where he's on Impact, yeah, he did cut the same promo, but you see him kind of letting loose. This is something he has not done in America yet. and it's only been a week, and people are talking about it and about the Impact stuff, the AEW stuff. To me, it's like everybody's thinking of like, is this going to be the Pro Wrestling Super Smash Brothers where like anyone can show up, everyone's here, and like, you're going to see like Nick Aldis come out, and usually we saw that thing with Rich Swann, like so many teases of everything. And the reason people are talking is because the gates are kind of being like the lines are kind of being blurred now, and people can just speculate about anything. And I think that brings up excitement to all promotions, in my opinion. I mean, and I not to single out WWE, but I think we all know that WWE is not going to play with anybody other than themselves.
Also, special thanks to Mike for loaning Kenny his helicopter.
Oh yeah, the bus, the helicopter, the bus,
Lex Express, the bus,
suit, the suits too.
Lex Express, yeah, I brought that back out. Oh my god! Now,
the Mike bike.
Mike bike.
You guys haven't seen the Mike bike? Oh,
I haven't seen the Mike bike, but this sounds.
It's a giant, like, you ever seen those tricycle motorcycles?
I just spewed on my keyboard. Hold on.
It's really awesome, dude.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Don't WWE that hard.
I gotta wipe that. Hold on. 1 second.
Whoa.
What? I did. Jesse made me laugh and I spewed all over my keyboard.
Shout outs to Bret Hart, the NES theme playing.
What?
Yeah, dude, the Mike bike. It's this big, like, motorcycle tricycle. Like, it's huge. It's got lights on it and shit. It's got lasers. It's fucking awesome.
Lasers.
Think of
lasers.
Damien,
lasers.
Damien, you've seen the WWE Thunderdome, right?
Yes.
Like the presentation, the LEDs and all that shit, the lasers. Think of the Thunderdome and a bike and a tricycle motorcycle.
A tricycle setup.
Yeah, that's the Mike.
So he's Glacier.
Yeah, and it costs $100,000 just to drive it, like, for one day.
I like this idea.
So the question is, Mike, your Mike bike, are you willing to lend it to Kenny Omega if he makes his way over to Osaka, Mexico?
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, Kenny Omega is going to defend the AAA championship in Osaka, Mexico.
Yes.
Triple A Mania.
I believe it. Let's see.
Will he fight Osaka Carlos?
In there.
I just want to ride in it. If he's driving it, I just want to ride in it. So,
Damien,
have you ever seen Launchpad McQuack?
Yeah.
Got it.
Damien, have you ever seen Osaka Carlos?
No, I have not.
Oh man.
we gotta show him.
Yeah. There is. Yeah. Basically they're in Japan. There is. They have.
That was in Mexico.
Version. Yes, that one too.
Oh.
There's plenty of them there, but they have their version of Carlos over there in their STC.
Oh.
Yeah, it's awesome. And you, if you were to look at a group shot, you could pick out which one it is.
Oh, it's true.
Like, like you look, okay, which one's Osaka Carlos? And there he is. Like, it won't take but a second. Anyways, but yeah, man. As far as like all this cross pollination, cross promotions that's happening right now, Chris, I mean, with what's happening with AEW and Impact, you can almost equate it to like maybe like something that you would not have seen coming back in the 90s. This would be like maybe WCW working with ECW in some kind of way. You would not have seen something like this happen.
Yeah, yeah. No, I get you. It's cool.
Technically, we did have WWF working with ECW at one point.
Yeah, you did have that for a little bit. But that was,
precursor
kind of
merger.
A trade. It wasn't a merger. It wasn't. That was kind of different. I mean, it was kept on the wrap.
Yeah, that's the rumored time where Vince was supposedly funding ECW to help Paulie, keep it afloat. Wink, wink, nod, nod, hint, hint. But no, neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have, like, and myself included, there's a lot of, I think because it's such uncharted territory, a lot of people have a lot of reservations, like if they do matches, who goes over, like, or who, you got this tease of Kenny saying, I'm going to collect belts like they're rings on my hand. Like, how Thanos. Far, yeah, right. Like, how far are some promotions willing to, give a world title or matches, So I think there's a lot of concern, but at the end of the day, for me, it's just fun. I haven't felt like this much fun of like, what the hell is going to happen next month. It's just all up in the air. And I think I think wrestling is best when it's up in the air in terms of like this. I want to see what's happening.
And
this predates. I'm like, sorry.
No. I was gonna say, to touch on Jesse's point, like that's the thing. Like me and Stoner Dave and Sal, we were talking about this the other day. That's the thing. Like when you have different promotions working with each other like this, you don't want like the other person's top guy really going over your top guy, because then that makes your top guy look bad and loses credibility, and then all of a sudden like you're like, well, no, these guys suck now, like they lost, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you really have to be careful on how you book this, as far as like, okay, you don't want to make Swan look bad because he's current Impact champion. Although they kind of teased something about that during Impact.
They kind of did make him look bad, by the way, just an FYI.
Yeah, I mean, like bad as in losing, but they did show like some kind of disrespect by like, well, no, you're not Kenny Omega, you can't come out here, but I'm the Impact World Champion. Well, that's fine, but you're not Kenny Omega, It's like there's already something like that going on. So, if they're, if you think it's long term, they're gonna have some type of program, but I'm hoping that it's nothing to where like Swan loses.
One thing I do want to point out is that I told my friend was, people throw out the word invasion a lot, right? Because we're all 90s kids and fuck it. Everybody wants to see an invasion, but what I notice is that this isn't like an AEW conquering thing. This is Kenny Omega being a dick and going there because of Don Callis. Like it seems like more Omega versus the world from what I see now. Like I don't really see like AEW, the rest of the AEW stars. They didn't no one's mentioning Impact other than the commentators and Don Callis and Kenny. So it seems to be somewhat of an isolated thing, but I'm sure, whatever the hell they have planned, I'm sure they're going to be like Mike B said, cross-pollination at some point. but yeah, I think it's all going to come down to the booking. I mean, I hope we can all agree that the invasion, like the WCW invasion, is the biggest botch in wrestling history because of how they handled it. And it all comes down to the booking of how cool or how memorable this whole thing is. But I do think they need to tread lightly, and AEW being I think it's safe to say AEW is bigger than Impact. AEW is probably in the driver's seat when it comes to decisions that are made, I assume. But I don't think they're going to be like super selfish about it. I'm pretty sure they're going to try to help people out who participate, I guess. That's just
that's the whole thing. Yeah, I mean that otherwise, Impact wouldn't be doing this if they weren't getting, some kind of, good rub on the back end, And don't forget, as far as, as far as, cross pollination,
the back end.
Exactly, backside. Yes,
if you will.
No,
as it were.
Backside. You still have the NWA Women's Championship being shown on AEW Wrestling also. So I mean, there's still that happening too. So I mean, you got NWA, affiliated with AEW. Now you have Impact. I mean, still out there in the open is Ring of Honor, which they have, EC3, which is an Impact star right now, and then also you still have New Japan Pro Wrestling that's out there lurking still. So
there, I think is the end game. The cynical brain inside of my other brain is telling me that the whole plan is to show New Japan. AEW wants to show New Japan, we can play with people and we can book people. We're not going to trash your guys. We're not going to TNA you like we did Okada. Like we can actually do these angles and not screw you over. So we worked with Impact. They're probably going to work with ROH, maybe even MLW. NWA, they're pretty much already working with. So I think that's going to kind of show New Japan, like, hey, we can play and we can do, all this can happen with your guys because, I think we know that New Japan has always wanted to, like, really break into the U.S., especially with the Bullet Club guys. And I think that's kind of what it is. They're trying to show New Japan, like, hey, we can play and we can do something cool by doing crossover stuff. An example, so to speak.
Yeah, and that, to me, that is like the end game of what most of these hardcore fans want. Is they want New Japan and AEW to work together because essentially, AEW is around because of in so many ways New Japan and the Bullet Club, with the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega being a part of it and being huge stars in Japan like they were.
We have Chow Bud in here. Mike.
Hi.
Welcome, KP.
Whoa.
I said hi earlier and you ignored me, so.
Oh, my bad. I didn't hear you.
I guess
Sorry,
being
I was-
celebrity, you just ignore everybody, huh?
No, I was just,
Usually.
you know. Well, yeah, I guess so.
I was just searching for pictures of Osaka Carlos for Damien.
You find one?
I found several,
Yeah.
but go ahead, keep going. KP,
Okay.
don't ignore
Okay.
KP anymore. There
Thank
you, sir.
Chris.
Oh my God.
He got caught doing it, like in the act of actively ignoring somebody.
Mm-hmm.
No more cookies for you.
No.
Oh, man.
No.
Don't take away the cookies.
Those
Yeah,
cookies,
don't-
you can funnel those cookies right this direction because those were awesome.
They were awesome.
I think
Okay.
what we're all getting at is essentially it's a talent exchange. You know, it started with the NWA Women's Championship being defended on Dynamite. Now you've had cross branding or pollination, thanks Mike, of multiple wrestling promotions. So now what's to stop Nick Aldis from showing up on a episode of AEW and reigniting that feud with Cody that they had a couple of years ago before AEW was even conceived and born? I think for to Jesse's point, the word invasion, calm the heck down, because it's
Right.
invasion is an angle. Okay, unless it's a corporate takeover when Vince bought WCW in real life, there is no such thing as an invasion. That storyline stuff that went to bed when Vince killed WCW twice. So we're not even going to do that anymore. A talent exchange is the best way to describe this, and this is why I'm all for it. And I'm gonna let KP get in here after I make this quick point.
That's a nice setup. We just killed him right there. Mike killed his microphone. What'd you do, Mike? Why?
I don't have the admin controls.
He's throwing the
All
pipe
right,
bomb,
it's
so he
too-
had to cut off his mic.
Too
CM Punk
hot of a wrestling opinion for one Lord Beltran to.
Where'd he go?
Beltran's like,
K-
no.
KP, what do you think of the crossover angles?
I got into the conversation in the middle of it. I have no idea what y'all are talking.
We're talking about how Mike B tends to appear on every single wrestling promotion, including most recently Soar.
You know,
Because I
it was
was
like-
there.
He's been
So
spotted
weird.
in WWE,
It's not a-
AEW, NWA, Smoky Mountain,
Smoky
TNA,
Mountain. I didn't go to Smoky
Impact.
Mountain. I didn't go to Smoky Mountain Wrestling.
Not
Wouldn't
a
go
real
to-
wrestling promotion unless Mike B is in his seat in the front row.
Watch out, Mike. You might be Shaq, and then somebody might throw some water on you.
Oh, Chris, what did you think of
I'm waiting
your
on
boy
that.
Shaq getting
Not
water tossed on him?
Watered.
not enough.
Well deserved.
Not, not enough of Shaq standing next to people who are way, 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 way smaller than him.
Oh, it's gonna happen, man. But man, the way he sold it at the end, it's just
That's
looking straight at the camera. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, wrestling's fun. God, wrestling's fun. Oh my God, it's so good.
Okay, Kim, what do you think of the heel and face dynamic on AEW?
I was
Let us
really
know.
pissed. I was pissed about everything last night. Everything pissed me off.
Everything pissed me off.
Wow.
Everything pissed me off. Like, I don't believe Kenny. I was like, is Kenny gonna come on the left side? Is he gonna come on the left side? And then when I saw the shadow, I was like, he's coming from the left side. Because I recently learned that people who come from the left side are bad, and people coming from the right side are good. And he always came from the right side, and I was like, please don't tell me he's coming from the left side. And he did.
Yes. That's how it works, brother. That's sportatorium right there. The heels have their own locker room. The faces have their own locker room. That's how it works. Oh, so good.
Kayfabe, brother.
That's right.
It just seems like he's really good. He's really good at being a bad guy.
He's not a bad guy.
Being natural. Whatever. Everybody who I wanted to win lost last night. I didn't like Eddie Kingston winning and his team. I didn't like the girl fight in the back. That really pissed me off. I didn't like anything but the Young Bucks winning.
Wow.
What's wrong with the Young Bucks?
No, I was happy with that one. That was the only one I liked.
They're good guys. They're good Christian boys.
Yeah, the
That was the only one I liked. The other one, Like, I swear, Mike, every time I see Eddie walk out, I'm just like, please, please, please don't give him a mic. Please don't give him a mic. Like, just don't let him talk, please. I don't want to
Wait a minute. Is there Eddie Kingston slander happening right now?
Yes,
Uh-oh.
dude.
Oh,
Damien.
Watch yourself.
He
Watch
gets on
yourself.
my nerves.
That's the whole point, KP. He's supposed to get on your nerves.
Damien, Kim told me they should never, I quote, they should never give Eddie Kingston a mic ever again.
Wow.
I said, that is heresy. And you need
heresy.
Oh my
I
god.
can't. Like, I swear, like, my nerves. Like, when I see him grab a mic, I was like, oh shit, here we go again. Here we go again.
Because you know he's about to light somebody up on the stick. That's exactly why he's there. His wrestling's okay, but his vocal work, his mic work is top tier.
It is. Like you believe that dude's gonna whip your ass.
And him and Taz have like a talk off. Like, they both get on my nerves.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's good.
Oh, I think I know why, KP. I think I know why they get on your nerves. They're both New Yorkers.
Yeah.
So that's the issue.
Yeah, that's what it is.
We might have a Wrestling Wednesday First to 10 coming down the path soon.
She's a classist.
No, I, since you're here, Chow Bud, I will say this. Last night, I did come up with a new thing for me for the next Sunday tournament.
No, Mike, no.
I told Lauren last night. I said, "You see these girls right here dancing when Kenny Omega walks out? I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you to learn this dance and do this for me when I walk in the free play. Since you're here, you're gonna be standing next to her doing that. So get ready. Go start watching tape, and you're gonna do
the tapes.
As soon as he gets his helicopter back from Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
Am I gonna get like the top of the notch broom? Am I gonna get like the Dollar Tree broom?
Get any, whatever we got available.
Whatever's in the free play closet.
Yeah, whatever's in the free play closet. Maybe the mop. Hopefully it's dry, so then like splash water on you.
we can just bill Mike B as the mopper.
Yeah,
the janitor.
The custodian. The custodian.
Oh, Chris, I like that. Can we run with that? The custodian Mike B. Can we run with that?
It's so stupid.
There's only one. Add that right here.
He's already wearing the hat. He already has the hat.
There's only one custodian, and that's Brian Cardinal, former Dallas Maverick.
Oh, stop it, Mike! Come on.
There's only one. B card.
Before my mic went out, I just wanted to say, like, this basically just gives talent that you wouldn't know from other promotions a chance to shine. And I'm really hoping this includes MLW at some point, because if you haven't watched Jacob Fatu wrestle, Alex Hammerstone, do yourself
that's my
a favor and check those guys out at MLW. Court Bauer over there, he gets a lot of crap from running his promotion, but the talent itself, they are so damn fun to watch. And I hope there's more talent exchanges in pro wrestling. We've seen it in the indies. Let's see it on a more higher end level, if you want to use that term, where they're on network television. Look at what Dark has done for so many people who don't have an affiliation with AEW at the start, but all of a sudden are able to procure contracts and then appear on the main flagship show. Now, don't get me wrong, fiscally, I don't know how much money Tony Khan's got in his vault there, but there's going to be eventually you're going to have to cut some talent, because not everybody gets on the show. Case in point, we've been, a lot of us have been screaming for Big Swole to have more of a visibility, and yet we haven't seen her, or she's on Dark, and now next week she'll be teaming with Serena Deeb, going up against Diamante and Ivelisse. And while we're on the subject really quick of women's wrestling, I like Abaddon. I do. It's freaky. It's weird. Even though Mike had commentary about Abaddon last night, I won't say that on the air. But her and Sheeta are an interesting mix. I don't know in ring if it's going to work well, but I'm here to see what happens.
Sheeta the hero.
I
hero that ran away.
Before we move on from like some MLW talk, I just want to say that Jacob Fatu is so good.
He is good.
And one of my favorite wrestlers growing up is the late great Umaga.
Yes.
And I feel like Umaga, like, you know, without getting too much into it, I feel like he never hit his stride, and he was on his way to be like a legend, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of is, but he was on his way to just being completely legendary. And when I first saw, it was actually live. The first time I saw Jacob Fatu, it was live, and I saw him, and dude, you know, there's shades of him, but I mean, it's him, and then there's shades of Umaga, and I'm like, this guy really is carrying that big Samoan torch, in my opinion. Like the big guy, Samoan guy, like he's carrying that torch, and I love him.
Speaking of Fatu, Chris, last night on MLW, you had the Von Erichs versus Fatu and Gotch.
What?
That's right.
Why didn't anybody warn me?
You're playing Third Strike.
You're playing some fighting game.
Sounds about right. Hey, Hugo can do the discus punch. He's my new favorite character.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that happened last night. And that was for the MLW tag title. So I'm gonna go back and watch that here later today.
But
Von Erichs are still world champions. Go ahead.
Speaking of Samoans, Mike B still has his Samoan bloodline. Very nice and strong. So he shares the head of the table with his cousin, Mr. Roman Reigns.
Man, WWE dropped the ball on releasing that shirt. They should have released that shirt like in October so people could have it in time for Thanksgiving.
Which one? Oh, head of the table?
Head of the table, yeah. 'Cause I for sure would have had it on. I mean, I'll still eventually get that shirt, but still.
I want to see a picture.
How many wrestling t-shirts do you have?
He only has wrestling t-shirts.
Yeah, that's about it, man. You need formal attire? Oh yeah, I'll wear my Von Erich shirt for this one.
Yeah, formal attire. I got my Ric Flair shirt.
Yeah, I got my Ric Flair. You know, yeah, that's it.
I want to see a picture of Mike B at the head of a table. I have a long table here at home, Mike, that we can do some photo shoots on.
Man, I mean,
only if he sings wrestling.
Oh, the song. Chris, did you see that I sent? That was from oh gosh, what event was that from? I think that was the
Dallas in Dallas.
I mean, yeah, it was here at Dallas. It was here at the Cotton Bowl. I don't know if you saw it, Chris, but there's a nice gentleman who sang a song called "Wrestling."
You sent the clip. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah. It happened. It happened at the start of what show was it? It was one of the world-class shows at the Cotton Bowl, and there's good old Bill Mercer starting the show, and he throws it to a guy named Glenn something, and he sings a song called "Going to Wrestling." And that's it.
Nice.
And that is it. How's it start?
How do you spell it? Wrestling?
RASSLIN.
Okay, guys, I need to chap in here real quick. We're going over time. We barely touched on some things, so I want. Yeah, we're over time. This is supposed to be a quickie, according to Mike B. So,
nothing wrong with quickies.
In two phrases, what are the things you're enjoying most about wrestling? Give me two things you're enjoying most about wrestling, and we can wrap up.
Mike,
me right now?
Yes. Go ahead, Mike.
Two things going right now. Number one for me is Sami Zayn is still your Intercontinental Champion. Number two is the cross-pollination that's happening right now. There you go.
Jesse.
For me, it's short and sweet. Unpredictability in wrestling right now, and I'm seeing a lot of new names for the first time in a good while.
KP.
I want to see what happens with the whole AEW Impact thing because I've never seen that before. That's interesting, and I'm starting to see Statlander appear again. So she says she might be back for Revolution. So I'll be happy about that.
Chris.
WWE No Mercy, WWF No Mercy rivalries forming on Wrestling Wednesdays.
Yeah, that happened last night.
That happened last night.
Yeah.
I have a picture quiz for you, Damien.
Go ahead.
Ooh. Oh yes, please. Give me what I want.
Which one do you think is Osaka Carlos?
Where are you putting this, in the group chat or on air?
On the stream.
Oh no! Oh no! Wait a minute, that's not Carlos.
Is this free play?
That is Oto-chan's arcade in Osaka, Japan.
Mexico or Japan?
Wait a
Japan.
minute. Hold on.
By way of Mexico.
I thought that was Carlos.
Wait, wrong way. There we go.
Oh, yeah, yes. Yes.
Oh,
Oh, this
goodness,
makes
Lord.
me so happy.
Oh,
He's
Sucker
holding the
Carlos.
same
over
drink.
there.
Right now.
Oh, Sucker Carlos.
There he is.
Oh.
I
forgot
He
his
just
real
needs a
name.
boombox.
He is so very welcome at Free Play.
I forgot his real name too. And like the last spring series, like when things were wrapping up, we were talking with Odo-chan, and I brought up, oh yeah, Osaka Carlos, and then
Legendary.
and then like it took a moment, like, well, of course Odo-chan doesn't know who that is, right? He doesn't know his friend by that, and so like, Chris, who's Osaka? Who is that? And then Nate came over, and Nate, who's Osaka Carlos? And Nate had to, oh yeah, it's this guy. And then he told Odo-chan that, and he was like, oh yeah. And then we pointed at Carlos. Yeah, that's what Carlos. Like, look, there he is. And then Odo-chan laughed.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, that was fun. And then we all made out and stuff. It was great.
All right, we're gonna let that one tap dance across the table because I know we have to wrap up here. So I just want to say thank you for everybody. Jesse for coming in, on
sir.
short notice. KP for making an appearance after a while. We greatly miss you both. We wish y'all could come out to Wrestling Wednesdays a little bit more often because we are adding to the gaming collection. Now we all of a sudden have No Mercy. We had a hacked Nintendo last night with WWF in the pro wrestling vibe, where it's Starman as Steve Austin, Giant Panther. It's just weird to watch and to play, and it seems that more people are willing to kind of bring their CRTs and their flat screens, Mike, to play old school video games. And Mike also has a rivalry with Neo Turf Masters with D Owls, which is developing into something fun. So please, everybody, if you can show up to the arcade, if you feel safe, feel up to it, please feel free on Wednesdays to show up to Wrestling Wednesday. And if I can do a quick self-plug, Chris, tonight, Big Gold Bell Podcast will be hosting our 300th episode. And in celebration of that, we are doing a 2-hour live stream from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., where the fans and people we have interviewed are going to be driving the bus and asking us questions and picking topics for us to discuss as they share their memories of all of us working together. So please, if you can, follow BGB Group on Twitter for more information. We will be live streaming between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. with tons of guests, with a lot of guest hosts from other promotions coming in. And they're driving the bus, and we're just kind of letting all the train tracks crash at this point. So BGB Group on Twitter. Find me at Damon G Show for all your podcasting needs. Thank you, Chris, and everyone with Nerd Side of the Ring, and we'll catch you next time.
My absolute pleasure. Thank you guys for joining us.
You know what, Jesse, real quick, I do need to have, and Chris, this goes to you, if you could tell Tommy, I'm going to need him to check out that Neo Turf Masters, because I always beat Jerry in the score.
You don't beat Jerry in the score.
And it still says I lost.
Definitely have the high score of all time. The all-time free play high score on Neo Turf Masters. That'd be one Michael Beltran.
Something's wrong with that. Something's wrong with that.
All right.
Mike B's losing. There must be some glitch in the system.
You guys have a good one. We'll see you next week. And I will be out at Free Play Fort Worth, Journey to Journeyman at Free Play Richardson tonight. See you guys there. Bye.
See ya. Bye.